Welcome back to another Prem Talk with Nino and Sid. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. You already know I'm back. I was on holiday all week. Before I get to all that, what's up, Sid? How you doing?
What it is, what it do. You already know what it is up here, top of the table. It's your boy AFC Sid, relaxing, coasting. Despite our little hiccup this week, it's all good. It's all good in the hood. So did everybody else. But you already know what it is. We back in the building, ready to do this prep talk. What are you saying, Nino? How was vacay, bro? Tell me about it.
Bro, I went home, bro, for a week. I don't get me wrong. I mean, it was a good time away from home. Don't get me wrong. What ruined it a little bit is these mother effers always do the same thing to me on holiday.
Man, you
How in
what I
the
tell you,
world?
what I tell you about Newcastle. That man
But we'll
there.
get to that in a minute. We'll get to that in a minute, bro. We'll get to that in a minute. Give me time. Give
Oh,
me
I
time.
know, I know you got a lot to get off your chest.
Oof. You're telling me that these guys didn't put any effort into this Man United game. And if it wasn't for Hugo Lorraine nephews who literally saved us from a
Fred
5
and
nil defeat,
Bruno, son. You, Fred and Bruno.
you bottle jobs, mother effers, letting Man U come back from the dead.
Hey,
I
the only thing that's dead around here is that fossil football you're playing that just park the bus, concede like 15 shots. Hey, it's okay. You know,
But
it's what it
again,
is.
this is the time you shouldn't be putting. This is a midweek fixture. You could have switched it up a little bit. Put your four in the back. Switch it up a little bit, boys. You
Jed
know,
Spence.
no.
Jed fucking Spence, dude. Where the
Thank
hell
you,
is he, bro?
thank you.
Where the
Exactly.
hell is
Apparently,
Jed
they're
Spence?
they're working behind the scenes. I've been trying to tell you about this for a while. They've been working behind the scenes, trying to get him better, and blah 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 blah.
What
But
is
in
he
these
injured?
games, apparently he was injured. But then again, Carabao Cup's coming up soon. This is a game we'll probably play Carabao Cup in November. So obviously we
Yeah,
haven't had those games yet, which we're waiting for an FA Cup and he'll see a little run. Back to this thing.
but that's
But again,
ridiculous, though. Like,
again,
honestly, that's
Rey
ridiculous, man.
Mysterio putting Son Heung-min and Harry Kane in his pocket.
Yo, those guys, I mean, Son Heung-min, I don't know what's wrong with him this season. I really don't know.
Apparently, Real Madrid are willing to listen offers for him, and I think it's the best time to get rid of him. As much as I hate to say it,
That'll be the best time he'll want to leave, too. Yeah, just extort them. Take all the money you can and run,
a
son.
hundred million quid, 100 million quid. We'll take him to get new players.
I mean, Real Madrid could pay it. They can go spend 100 million there, 100 million here. They haven't really spent these past couple of windows, so they're due for a.
They won't buy one player, one big player
They
per year,
they were about to
one big
give
player.
they were about to give Mbappe a million pounds a week,
He's like,
and Mbappe said no.
and that's how you know Real Madrid are better off without Mbappe. As much as I hate to take this hard take, you know who's better than Mbappe? Who doesn't get enough credit? Who doesn't get credit at all? And he plays for Real Madrid. Vinicius Junior.
Oh yeah, Vinicius is a beast. Vinicius is.
Anyhow, let's get back to these motherfuckers. How in the world you let on Sunday, you let Santiago Munez put you in a split?
This man said Santiago Munoz. Like, oh man.
You put Mendes, you let Santiago Munoz put you behind the split. And don't even get me started about again, Loris, bro. Like, what were you thinking, man? Like, I'm just gonna try to fight Colin Wilson. You know, he's not gonna score it.
Nah, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you, like Newcastle, they look like a force, man. They look like a force to be reckoned with this season.
Bro, they're in the top four.
That's the dark horse right there, man. That's the dark horse right there, Newcastle. You gotta
It
watch
should have
out
been
for them.
it should have been Brighton, but you already know what happened with Brighton.
Yeah, we already know what happened with Brighton. Their manager got taken, and that's what happens to those type of clubs. That's the type of club they are. But look at them; they're still playing decent football. It hasn't really changed. Like the
Hmm.
like the system is still the same. Like
Exactly. Eddie Howe, bro, though, honestly, Eddie Howe's not getting enough credit.
not at all. Not at all, man. And honestly, that's honestly the best place. And I think he's doing it because he's flying under the radar, man. As soon as they put that pressure on you, it's difficult to keep up that consistency. It's
And
just
they beat us
absolutely.
at home, bro. That's sad.
That's what I'm saying. They're a force to be reckoned with. They're not a pushover team anymore. They're not automatic 3 points like everybody thinks. It's you got to go there and you're gonna scrap, and you might pick up
Exactly,
something.
bro.
You might pick up something. You might pick up a point. You might pick up nothing. You might pick 3 points. It all depends on how you perform that day and how badly you want it.
Exactly, exactly, definitely. Yeah, like they beat us. I can't go on holiday with these mother effers doing this to me every single freaking the 2 games these freaking holiday, they freaking do this to me, bro. I can't even breathe in peace without these motherfuckers doing this to
From
me, bro.
from what I saw, like you guys just invited the pressure on, and
Of course,
that's
of
what
course.
destroyed you. Like you just invited them. You allow that. Like what was the defender's name that plays on the left hand side on the left side of the defense? The guy you
Tessa
guys got.
Young,
No. The center back. You just bought him.
Romero.
No. The other guy. Lanet, Langet,
Oh, Lagnet.
Lagnet. Okay, that idiot. Just watched him run by. Literally. Like he was jocking
Natando
him.
Mio was not the.
At first it was like okay, he was jocking him, and as soon as Almiron took off on him, he just had no legs.
Apparently, we had 3 targets for January. 3 targets, and guess what? Guess what league they play in? Just take a wild guess.
Oh, said yeah, for sure.
He's going apparently after. We're gonna go after again, Bastoni. We're going after unhappy Locatelli.
Who
And the
look at
last one is a very.
Locatelli? Okay, Locatelli.
The third one is from also from Juventus. It's a very shocking to me.
Who?
Very, very shocking. But it's in a South jerseys. The reason why I feel that we're gonna get him. He
Who?
can play. Don't get me wrong. America's own Weston McKinney.
I don't know about that.
Remember, well, we'll talk about them in a little bit about Juventus with little problems, but that's the 3 targets apparently they're chasing this window coming up. We'll see if it happens. If it doesn't happen, whatever. It is what it is.
No, yeah,
But
for
I
sure.
can
We'll
do
see.
this. I can do this all day long. I don't want to do this all day long. I'm trying to Musa. I'm back from holiday. I'm trying to Musa with these guys. Let's move on to you lot. Like, let's move on.
Yeah, we drew the Crystal Palace. I mean, not Crystal Palace. Southampton, but it was away from home. Southampton is usually our bogey team. Like we usually lose at home to them.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, when the game finished, by the performance and the way I felt, I was a little bit like, damn, like that was 2 points lost. But if you look back at it, maybe from a wider lens, you'll probably see that
Mm-hmm.
throughout the course of the season, that's probably a good point to pick up.
Yeah.
Cons- Considering that we were tired, we looked tired, we were playing like crap. Um, and so that first half, we came off the blocks, boom, it was great. And then all of a sudden, we scored the goal, and everybody just dropped off. Everybody just sat back.
Exactly.
Everybody just sat back. They're like, "Oh, okay, all right, guys, just set up, catch your breaths. Let's set up and get the fuck out of here with the goal." Like,
Yeah.
and they kind of rode their luck, man. It wasn't it. Like, yeah, you can argue the referees were shit, but their referees are shit every week. That's nothing new. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking make excuses for my team not putting away chances because we had plenty of them. We had plenty of opportunities to put the game away. Excuse me.
Exactly.
And there's no reason to blame the referee because if we beat them 5-0, the referee wouldn't even have been a question. So,
It's in a, again, like it's a learning curve for you guys. I would say more or less.
right. I mean, we
Rome
didn't
wasn't
lose.
built overnight. You didn't
We,
lose exactly.
we didn't
Rome wasn't
lose.
built overnight. Rome
That's
wasn't
all.
built overnight for you guys. So you're gonna be fine. It is
Yeah.
what it is.
It's a point and we move. That's a just learn from your mistakes. Saliba didn't have his best game. Whatever it's gonna happen, get it out of your system and let's move on. Let's move forward. We're still
Yeah,
at the top.
exactly.
Everybody we got lucky because everybody dropped points except City, but that's fine. City's gonna catch us anyway. I'm not really expecting us to go toe to toe with them. They're gonna destroy us because of their squad. Their squad is too deep.
Too
But
much, bro. Yeah.
yeah, pause on
Well, I
that.
mean, maybe on that. Maybe I don't know. I don't know. I actually think it's the opposite. Unfortunately, I hate to say this. I think you guys are the only ones that can beat them. because your boy knows how to play against Pep.
Yeah, I mean, last season at home we almost got him. We got a little bit unlucky with that penalty call. Whatever.
Why do
It
you
is.
think Jose knows how to beat Pep?
I'm
And
not
all
sure.
realistically,
I don't know.
Jose Mourinho knows how to beat Pep because the same thing. He learned from Pep.
Right, exactly. I mean, yeah, you kind of like can see he teaches you the strengths and you can see where the weaknesses are. But it is with every system has a weakness. Every system has a weakness.
Exactly.
You just got to find it. And
But yeah,
Arteta,
no,
yeah, like you said, Arteta knows him, and he's probably the only one that can. But honestly, the way Dortmund played today, in the Champions League, it was honestly, I saw how you could stop them. You know what I mean? So they are vulnerable. They are human. You can get at them. You just have to be brave enough to do it and step up to them. You know what I mean? That's what a lot of teams don't
exactly.
do. But
When you're ready.
it is what it is. Let's move on, man.
Speaking of underdogs. Speaking of underdogs. How about the Nottingham Forest boys?
Yes, yes. Let's talk about that. Nottingham Forest
Bro,
making Liverpool look average, bro.
oh, for real, man. This is the thing. Like anything can happen in this division. That's what makes this division
Everybody would
so
thought
amazing.
everybody thought Liverpool was this is it. They're gonna bounce back. They're gonna smash fucking
Forest,
Nottingham Forest and they're gonna push on for the top four and possibly the title.
yeah,
Bro,
yeah.
nothing, bro. Average. Average.
That shit was dead food, fam. That shit was dead food. An amazing effort by Forrest, bro. Putting everybody behind the ball, defending the goal. Dean Henderson, bro. This is why
The guy's a
sometimes
monster. That
we
guy's a monster.
question him. Sometimes we do question him. But, bro, that man will make heroic saves after heroic saves. Like,
Honestly, he could give Ramsdale a run for his money for
a
number one.
fiver, exactly. Mm-hmm.
I can honestly see that, and I wouldn't be mad if he were to be chosen over Ramsdale. I honestly wouldn't be mad
I
because
mean, again, I don't think Pickford should be getting in the team, but that's beyond me. But
well, yeah, I mean, Pickford's not even in my
yeah, but
super.
Southgate has naked pictures of him, so he's gonna get on the
No,
injury
no,
list.
granted, I know this, but if it was up to me, it would be Nick Pope. But that's
Yeah.
just me. Anyways,
But anyways, move on to the other side of Merseyside. All of a sudden, these boys are ready to play. Like, bro, like they're giving out splits week after week. Everton
hey,
out here playing, dog.
hey, I'm telling, like, look, bro, it's like any team, bro. You give them a little bit of time to mix and mesh, and they're gonna mesh, bro. Like
Welcome back.
a lot of the teams in the top six or in the big six are new.
Yeah,
They're relatively new and they haven't meshed yet. Arsenal are
bro.
starting to mesh. You know,
Exactly. Everton's
New
starting to merge out a little bit too.
Everton's starting to mesh. Newcastle's starting to mesh. You know what I
Speaking
mean?
of
Like
Everton, guess who's back? Dominic Levin Cover. Can't pronounce his last name, but you know what I mean.
Calvert-Lewin,
Calvert-Lewin, yeah, he's back.
Dominic Calvert-Lewin. Yes, he is back, and he came back with a goal, and it's brilliant. It's brilliant to see. Honestly, he's not from
I
my
didn't think he
club.
was in.
Honestly,
I
he's
don't
not from
think.
my club. I wouldn't take him just to his injury proneness. But
Yeah,
honestly, he's doing his thing, and I think he deserves that comeback.
I'm surprised this guy came out, started from the bench. He came off the bench and scored a goal too, bro. That's another guy who's been good for Everton, the White McNeil.
Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, that was a sick pickup.
That was.
That was a sick pickup off of Burnley. Dwight McNeil's a baller.
And as much as you hate to say it, Mopai is good too.
Yeah, Mopai always scores goals, bro. He's a guaranteed 10 goals at least. You know what I mean? So if you can add that and some wingers that can score as well, I mean you got a pretty potent attack there.
Exactly. Moving on to the Holland League. The
I
Holland
mean,
League
honestly,
basically is
Brighton did their best, dude. Like, I'm not gonna fault them because they tried, bro. I saw that game and they just couldn't. They just couldn't go toe to toe with them. Trossard doing
exactly.
his thing. There were a few moments where you saw like Brighton, like, oh, come on, and then they just didn't take the chance. So, but honestly, like you could tell the the level and quality was there. It was it's
Bro,
completely different.
bro, 17 goals, 17 goals in 11 matches for Holland. 17,
That's ridiculous.
not 10 that Harry Kane has. We'll be talking about Harry Kane and whoever fighting for 10, but we're talking about 17 goals and 11 matches.
That's ridiculous.
Bro.
That's ridiculous. That has to
and
be
they
a
only,
record.
and they paid only 60 million quid. I understand people hate City so much,
Yeah,
but
yeah, but wait. You gotta understand. Holland they paid 60 million quid, but in his clause, Holland has a clause that like if he scores a certain amount of goals, he's getting paid on top of that. Like the goal bonus is ridiculous for him. If he scores like 2 or 3 goals in a game, they're paying him like 3 million. Like, yeah, like
but
yeah.
bro, but
Or like
bro,
something like average of 1 million per goal.
not even Ronaldo did this in the Premier League, bro. We're talking about 17 goals in
But
11
like
matches, bro.
I don't get why people compare Ronaldo in the Premier League because he was a kid. He only had 2 seasons that were like out of this world. That's it. And then he left.
True.
So like Ronaldo is not a Premier League legend, bro. I'm sorry. 2 seasons don't
Yeah.
make you a legend.
Bro, not even Suarez has 31 league goals in 1 year. Like, not even that,
Yeah,
bro. He's gonna surpass that.
exactly. Exactly. I think what's the record like 40
We
something?
might not have him for so many years in the Premier League because he might jump ship to go to Real, bro. Like having Holland in the Premier League, bro, it's fucking amazing, bro.
Premier League all
The record,
time, all time goal scorers in 1 season. Premier League record of 42 goals, a 42 game season, 34 goals.
who?
In 93-94, Andy Cole from Newcastle.
Shit, not even fucking.
34, but that was the 42 game season.
Oh yeah, yeah,
But
that's true. That was 42.
that's still that's he's gonna bust
Yeah,
that. He's gonna bust that. Yeah, Mohamed Salah 32, Luis Suarez
31.
31, Cristiano 31.
Yeah.
Damn, but
Let's move
30,
on to I think it's a
34
snooze
goals.
fest. This game was a very snooze fest. Chelsea and Manchester United. I really
That
was
was
like, come
not
on.
that was not a snooze fest. They were going at it. It was a basketball match. You gotta give it up, bro. Because at the end, that's when it all fired up because it was just going back and
I had
forth all game.
fucking Anthony on my parlay to score any time, bro. Like I took it. That was plus 300. I'm like, maybe in my head. But
Nah, bro,
you
he's a
know what's
he's
funny? I should have just kept Holland on one ticket by itself. Anytime goal was minus 180. And I had the Forest one too, and I could have put that too. That would have hit big just putting those two games. Honestly, bro, you're gonna bet on Holland anytime goal because that shit's coming.
yeah.
It's almost like a guaranteed.
He could have like a dry ass game, 1 touch, 1 goal. That's it.
Exactly.
Game set
And
match.
well, moving on to like from City and Chelsea, that was a 1-1. That was it wasn't a game, yeah.
It was a decent
Bro,
game.
you know, I can't believe this guy's back from the dead. Kepa, he's back from the dead.
No, Kepa's paying for that contract. It's getting to that time. How long has he been there?
But again, Potter showing interest in other players because Pulisic all of a sudden is back in the scene again too.
Well, he's got to use the squad he has, dude. Like, I mean, what the
Potter
fuck?
rates him. So Potter rates him. Potter
Yeah,
rates him.
but
I think.
Potter rates him because he knows he he knows how to use Pulisic. He knows how to use
I think
Pulisic.
that was a good fit though. That was a good fit for Chelsea, believe it or not. Bringing in Graham Potter, that was a very good fit.
I mean, he was the best choice for the time because you got to remember managers. When you pick a manager, it's got to be at the moment. You get me? Like, who's available? Is he world class? You know what I
Unlike
mean?
Brendan
Like,
Rodgers, that should have taken the job, big job when he had a chance, and he said no. So
damn, man, like you can't. It is what it is, dude. It's
speaking
choices.
of
Life is choices, my
speaking
friend.
speaking of managers, you heard who got the sack?
Yes, I heard who got the stack, Mr. Stevie G.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. We don't need you, bro. I already told you man was gonna get sacked. But we got the best news about that. Guess who's hired? Who coming back to the Premier League?
Good evening.
Good evening.
Good evening. I don't
I
know,
mean,
bro.
I like the hire, man. I
I
like
mean,
it. I like it.
honestly,
Like,
honestly, I don't hate him. I don't hate him. I
well,
don't hate him.
nobody hates him. You can't really hate Emery.
He never got a chance. He was only here for like a
Yeah,
year, for like a season. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man.
you and I, man. Good evening.
Good evening.
Well, I mean, Aston Villa, they
Mhm.
came and beat Brentford 4-0 all of a sudden.
Yeah, yeah, man. I mean, that's the thing with Aston Villa. There's no consistency. They're just like boop, up here 1 week, and then all of a sudden they'll have like 4 or 5 bad runs, like
That's
draws,
why that's what I'm
draws,
thinking
losses.
about. Emery is the best hire for this for man because Emery's gonna bro. If he gets back
He's
in,
gonna give
if he
him.
gets
He's gonna give him a formation and a structure. He's gonna be like, play this,
if
and then
if he gets backing properly in January, watch out for Villa.
I mean, if Newcastle get another player, también you gotta watch out for him, bro.
That's
Like,
bro.
there's a
I'm
lot of
telling
new.
you, bro.
There's a lot of new players in the game now. So it's like
Yeah,
they just need a couple of pieces to be competitive, in my opinion. So
yep, exactly, exactly. But yeah, let's see what happens. Like Villa 4-0. I don't know what's going on. Moving on to Fulham and Leeds. I don't know what's going on there. I mean, they start off great, but
Fulham
now
and
like
Leeds or Leicester and Leeds? No,
Fulham
I'm
and
sorry.
Leeds, they started off great.
Fulham and Leeds are right.
Yeah. I mean, people
Yeah.
saying that already fired Marsh, that Marsh was if he was an American, he wouldn't be hired anywhere else. Bro,
I don't believe that.
you have to give man time. Like and the funny part is he has full backing from the board. So it's not like he's gonna get sacked or his job's in jeopardy. They're not gonna hire to bring in 2 Americans just to get the man sacked. So
Right.
and it's
I
not even
mean,
the American players because Brendan Aronson and Tyler Adams are actually really doing a good job at in Leeds.
right. But you can't even fault them because it's like they lost 3-2. It's not like they just gave up the game and they scored at the last seconds of the game. So
Mm-hmm.
it wasn't like they were giving up on it. They were trying the whole time. So it's not like a team that's just giving up and rolls over and shit. Like those Opiosa teams, when you start putting in 3, 4, 5 against them, they'll just shut down.
Yeah,
So
exactly,
he's giving them a whole different identity. You got to give him the time to instill that. And
exactly,
honestly, some teams, I will say this, some teams don't benefit from giving a manager time. Some teams
exactly,
don't. Some clubs don't benefit from that.
exactly,
But I feel like most clubs would benefit from that. So if you just give the manager a second to fix your problems, first of all, because if you don't give him a chance to fix the problems, there's just going to be problems there, growing and growing and becoming worse and worse and worse.
exactly.
So you gotta let him instill a philosophy, his philosophy. That's why it's very hard to choose a manager because they have to have a philosophy.
Which is speaking of, nobody wants to go to this club now. We're gonna move on to Leicester and Wolves.
That was a beating.
Wolves is not having a dogfight all of a sudden this season. Now they don't have a manager. Now they have the proper Portuguese manager to bring in on top of that because
They just
the
got
whole
they got sparks, son. Like yo, Tielemans' goal was out of control. Harvey
Harvey
Barnes,
Barnes, Jamie
Madison,
Vardy.
like the whole lot of them scored, and it was finally good to see him firing, yo, because like
Last
I was never a Leicester hater. You know what I mean? Like I always liked their team. They always had a good squad. I like underdog squads. Like
I'm putting my face cover because I've been saying this week in and week out of when is Brendan Rodgers going to get sacked,
I know, right?
and I think I'm starting to bite my tongue with that a little bit. It's going away because you see man got sacked already. Stevie G, what's this guy's name, bro? Bruno Lodge, Scott Parker. Who else got sacked, bro? Um, who else got sacked, bro? I know there's another manager that got. Oh, yes, no, Stevie G already said it. I think that's it, right? Brighton changed their manager, so that's four.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, four managers sacked already. Like four managers gone from their respective clubs this season.
Yeah. Well, Grandpa, I don't count him, so I'd say three.
Three, yeah,
I don't count him because he's still in the league and he just moved from club to club. That's it.
yeah.
But I do see
But
him. I do see him rating Brian this January.
Lupateri, whatever his name is linked to Wolves. But like, I haven't heard anything about that anymore. So that's already died down. No more about Nuno, so that's dead and gone.
That was
So
never gonna happen. Like it doesn't make sense
yeah,
to go backwards. It just doesn't make sense to go
but
backwards.
yeah, but it is what it is. Moving on to West Ham and Bournemouth. Another guy I thought might get the sack, just turned it around too. David Moyes is West Ham.
I
They're
mean, they're
firing
starting
up.
to, West Ham always do this. They always start slow out of the blocks. They always start like out of like what's the word? Out of sync. Like they all go on holiday and they lose sync for some reason or something. I don't know what it is. And then all of a sudden they gotta reconnect. They gotta reconnect and they start on one bar and then they're like on two bars, and then by the end of the season they're firing again and then they go on vacation and it's all over. Like
Exactly.
it's it's just so it's just I don't know understand what you got to do to get these players up and out of the blocks
Fired up.
quickly.
Exactly.
Because some games you can see it in them, like you can see the passion and the desire and the commitment, but and then there's other games where you just see them like just like kind of like going through the motions, or are they tired? Are they feeling leggy? Like I don't understand what's going on with West Ham sometimes, but this week
Exactly.
top performance. You see, like if if they actually can get their shit together, they can do a brilliant run.
No, yeah, exactly. Definitely. Yeah, yeah. But no, yeah, like West Ham's like moving. They're actually moving up finally. Like and yeah, we'll see how that goes.
We'll see.
You just skim these Champions League games really quick, guys. Chelsea 2-1. Chelsea did the thing. Real Madrid lost. That was very like shocking, to be honest with you.
Yeah, that was a shock. Who'd they lose to?
They lost to Leipzig.
To Leipzig. Gotcha.
Yeah. Celtic 1-1 against Shakhtar. Didn't expect much. Sevilla, obviously 3-0 against Copenhagen, of course. 0-0 City and Dortmund. The one that surprised me the most was Benfica, bro. Again, freaking going
Told
toe to
you.
toe to Juve, bro.
Told you, bro. Don't fuck with the
Four
Portuguese.
three. Shout out to Dave De Silva with that. Yeah, 4-3. Benfica going beating the other into the next round. PSG 7-2 against I can't pronounce it, bro. I don't fact check. Maccabi Haifa.
Yep, you got it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We play tomorrow.
that game was
Yeah.
just ridiculous. I saw the highlights. I was just like, what are you guys doing? Leave me
Yeah, they're
alone.
being a farmers, bro. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I saw the
Moving on to
door.
Spurs and Sporting. We should win tomorrow. Two to the good.
You better win
Um,
tomorrow. I mean, after they peppered you in Portugal, you better show face.
Napoli Rangers. Napoli 5-0. Ajax Liverpool 2-3-2 Liverpool. Bruges against Porto. Bruges should win 2-0. No, 2-1. 2-1.
Yeah, 2-1.
Atletico Leverkusen. I have Atletico winning this match 1-0. Into Milan. Again, they have to win this against Victoria Paizen.
But they will.
Yeah, they will. 2-0. Bayern, Barca, Bayern
Bayern.
2-0. Frankfurt, Marseille. I have a draw.
Yeah, I have a draw.
We're just one more game. You guys against PSV Eindhoven. You guys should win.
Yeah, we're gonna probably go there and get a draw, in my opinion.
Yes,
But if
sir.
we draw, we win the group, so it's all good.
Definitely. Guys, we'll be back on Friday. We already know, like, subscribe. Y'all gotta do what you gotta do. But we are out of here.
You already know, Blaze 2 get up in the morning. Peace.